Good morning, I'm Nashika, and this is chale.news for Friday, August 8th. A lot to get through today. Ghana's democracy is getting a hard look from someone who's seen governance fail across the world, and the diagnosis isn't pretty. The Bank of Ghana is talking big numbers on reserves, but the IMF has questions, and the Black Queens, they're through. Let's go. Ghana's Democracy Watch, and this one deserves your full attention. A former UN senior governance advisor says we're on a slippery path. Both the NPP and NDC reflexively defend any member facing prosecution, framing every arrest as political persecution, regardless of the evidence. The NPP marched. The NDC's Mustafa Gbande fired back, said nobody will read your petition, and warned arrests will actually intensify. An NDC MP had already called the presidency's handling of the petition disrespectful. Add to that, party primaries now cost millions just to contest. Same rot, different party colors. Full breakdown on chale.news. On local governance reform, civil society group Lognet has rejected the government's MMDCE election proposal outright, calling it a pseudo-reform. Their argument, it just swaps direct presidential appointment for a pre-filtered process that keeps executive control exactly where it was. Lognet wants fully direct, nonpartisan elections. The government hasn't responded. The anti-Galamsey Front, Deputy Lands Minister Yusuf Sulemana declared this week that every forest reserve invaded before this government took office has been reclaimed. Big claim. No data on arrests, no hectares recovered, no water quality figures. 11 excavators were seized in Bono, no prosecutions announced. Words are not accountability. Afoko is back. The former NPP national chairman, suspended years ago, has declared he's contesting the party's upcoming chairmanship election. His pitch, reunite, rebuild, recapture. He joins John Boadu in what is shaping up to be a genuinely competitive race as the NPP rebuilds toward 2028. Now the economic picture, and there's real good news here. Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Johnson Asiama says Ghana is sitting on $12.9 billion in gross international reserves. That's 5 months of import cover. He's also pointing to 41% credit growth and inflation at a multi-year low of 4.6%. His message, seedy panic is unwarranted. The numbers back him up, though the IMF has a few questions about how we got here. Those IMF questions. The fund says the Bank of Ghana's domestic gold purchase program recorded a $214 million quasi-fiscal loss in trading costs and fees and wants it disclosed and reassessed. But here's the tension. Reserves have tripled in import cover terms since the crisis. Did the program cost Ghana, or did it save her more than it lost? The transparency issue still stands regardless. Full analysis on chale.news. Fuel supply. The NPA confirms Ghana has more than 5 weeks of petrol and diesel in stock, with imports and domestic refining continuously topping up. Reassuring, what they won't guarantee is prices. If the Middle East situation worsens, that buffer won't hold the pump price steady. COPEC's call for a formal strategic reserve program is still sitting unanswered. This one is devastating. Ghana lost 986 pregnant women in 2024, nearly 1 every 9 hours. Deputy Health Minister Dr. Grace Ayensu-Dankwa shared that figure at the launch of the MMARP National Tour. Ghana's maternal mortality ratio, 235 per 100,000 live births, is more than 3 times the UNSDG target. Let that sink in. In eastern DR Congo, the Ebola response is in serious trouble. Health workers walked off the job after nearly 3 months without pay. Police dispersed protesters in Mongwalu. The death toll has climbed to 1,707. President Tshisekedi hasn't responded to the workers' letter. You cannot fight an outbreak with an unpaid workforce. A new coalition of 9 civil society organizations is launching in Accra on August 12th with a direct warning. Ghana is now in traffickers' crosshairs. Fake online job adverts are the lure. The networks started in Southeast Asia and are spreading through West Africa, using Ghana as source, transit, and destination. If you're job hunting online, pay close attention. Trump has signed a second executive order on birthright citizenship, this time targeting children of undocumented parents and so-called alien enemies. Legal challenges are expected, and it may not take effect immediately, but if you have family with U.S. ties, this is worth watching carefully. 1 year since the Z-9 helicopter crash that killed 8 people, including Defense Minister Dr. Edward Omane Boama. Wreckage is still lying in the Ashanti forest. Locals have been filmed handling the debris freely. No official investigation findings. 1 year and nothing. Something to smile about, The Black Queens are through to the WAFCON quarterfinals. Substitute Evelyn Badu headed them in front against Mali, and despite conceding an equalizer, Ghana held on for a 1-1 draw that was enough. They face Malawi in Rabat on Sunday. Go Queens. And finally, Etihad Airways and Africa World Airlines have signed an MOU giving passengers in Tamale, Takoradi, and other Ghanaian cities a single ticket to Abu Dhabi and over 100 destinations worldwide. A direct Abu Dhabi-Accra flight is set for March 2027, big connectivity win for cities outside Accra. That's your August 8th digest, Chale. Every story we covered today, with full reporting and links, is waiting for you at chale.news. Stay informed, stay sharp. I'm Nashika.